Welcome to Straight Off the Menu. And I'm Mike Bingley, and this is my good friend, Peter Dills.
My good friend, you must be in the holiday cheer because you're in such a great mood today. Usually you got an attitude to start the show, but I took care of that now, didn't I?
You did take care of that attitude. Look what I got here. By the way, we're at Rocco's Tavern here in lovely Pasadena, Old Town Pasadena, where they have the best watermelon mojitos in all the town.
We don't need the Pasadena Weekly to tell us who has the best mojitos in town. We know who has the best mojito in town. Steve, the bartender at Rocco's, makes the best mojito in town.
Yes, that's true. So, Peter, you've got something you want to tell me about as far as your attitude, or what?
No, I just wanted to come out and hang out with you in Old Town. It's the Christmas season,
by the
Mike.
way, where's your drink? Oh, you down your drink already? Oh, this is going to be a great shoot. This is going to be a great shoot. You're going to have the lovely attitude because you got the jitters out and all that.
Mine was just the sugar water, though.
Oh, okay.
They gave you the booze.
Well,
So it's another show, and we're headed straight to the holidays. Thanksgiving is behind us now. Christmas is upon us.
Yeah.
And we've got the decorations here in Rocco's looking very festive.
That we do.
And this is our biggest crowd ever. I think we've got 5 people watching us. Well, including everybody else here, about 10 of us.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting to be the big time here, Mike.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you're going to give all the people here Christmas bonuses
today,
huh?
Same thing they got last year.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Dang.
And they were very happy with what they got last year.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, I'm going to talk to you about Top Island Seafood Restaurant in Alhambra today.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to talk to you about the Rin Coffee Shop in Pasadena. And great places. I might as well start off with the Rin Coffee Shop since I'm here. You know, Rin Coffee Shop is on Lake Avenue and Orange Grove, basically.
That's my hood.
And you know, it is a really cool place. It's kind of a working man's coffee shop. And their omelets are great. Their pancakes are great. You know, their waffles are great. Everything's great.
You've used the word great 4 times.
Great.
8 times.
So obviously, this is on my scale from A, B, C, D, and F. You know, I'm giving it a B. But let me tell you, they have a number 4, which is 2 eggs, 2 sausage or bacon, 2 toasts and I believe it's coffee too, for $5.99. How do you beat that?
I don't know.
Can't beat that.
No.
So that's why it's a working man's place, you know, or you go. It might be a little above your pay scale, you know. Maybe you wouldn't want to frequent a place like that.
Above my pay scale.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you're a little too uppity for that place.
So it'd be below.
You want the white linens and stuff. I know how you are.
I just want some good
but seriously,
food.
you got to try the Rin Coffee Shop. It's a really good place. It's a kind of a low-ditch place as far as your food. You're not going to have to come out your pocket big time. So try the Rin Coffee Shop.
Compare it to something like Fox's up on North Lake or Conrad's, where you love to go.
You know, these are all good places that you speak of.
Okay.
They're very good. They're all on the upper scale, but I believe there's a lot of value to be had there at the Rin Coffee Shop.
Is it family run?
It's family run, and as a matter of fact, I'll tell you this: I've been going there for probably 30 years, off and on.
Oh, wow.
And I went there this morning just to make sure everything's still cool. And I ran into Teresa, who is one of the waitresses there. She's been there for 22 years.
Okay.
And I asked about her mother, and I said, how's your mom doing? And how long has your mom been here? She's, she's been here 22 years too, but she was here way before me. And as I was leaving, there was his mom. Her mom was there, and she gave me a big hug. And that's the kind of place this is. People know one. It's like going to your little bar where everyone knows each other.
Right.
That kind of place. So you got to try it sometime.
All right.
They might let you in.
Rin Coffee Shop in Pasadena.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, we'll check that out.
And you got something great, I know.
Something great? Not 8 greats like you had 8 greats.
Oh, come on. I know you have some. Don't get us on a bummer like we both did last week. Yeah.
Okay. The Yard House.
Yard House.
Yeah, Yard House. They started off in Long Beach, California. They're famous for their beer selection. Over 100 different beers on tap, minimum. Some of the restaurants that are bigger have 130, 140 different beers on tap. They have some of my favorites, Pilsner Urquell, Sapporo beer on tap. I've been a big fan of the Yard House for 20 years. They started about 20 years ago in Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Long Beach, went to that one originally. They have one in Pasadena. They got one in Irvine. On my way up to Santa Barbara for my other show, my radio show, they have one in Ventura. They've got them all over the place now.
What about their hors d'oeuvres?
Well, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about. I've got some good and some bad.
Oh God, I kind of knew you were gonna. What's this doing here?
Well,
I gotta get
let
rid
me
of that.
tell you this. Before I get into the Yard House, let me tell you this.
Please tell me.
If there were some tourists coming into town and they asked me to recommend the quintessential Americana restaurant, what restaurant represents Americana? I would say the Yard House.
Really?
Yeah.
The Yard House, really?
Because of the beer selection,
Oh,
it's the
okay.
original.
Well, you're going down that road, but the first thing that came to my mind when you said that, and I know it's a little old school, they're not really so much around, but like Bob's Big Boy, because of the car rallies that they have, and
well, think about Bob's Big Boy, but 20 years later with plenty of beer on tap.
Yard House. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I can't go there because I just can't. Whatever. That's not what comes up with me because the Yard House that we have here in Pasadena is in the Paseo, and
Right.
it's.
Well, they got them all over. They got them all over, and that's
Americana is a place to me where you drive up to the front door and get out and go into the cafe or the restaurant and whatever. And who would drive your car? That's Americana to me. But you have a different version. So.
well, my version
But
is.
you're a little uppity too, so
My version is if a tourist came into town and they said, we want American food, we want the American feel, we want the American way of life, I would take them to the Yard House.
Okay.
Just because of the menu, hamburgers, salads, chicken wings. But there's a but on this one, Mike.
Okay.
And I've been a big fan of them. They started, like I said, 20 years ago. A guy named Steel Platt. They sold out. He sold out for billions of dollars, and now it's owned by a corporation. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of great restaurants, to use your word, a lot of great restaurants are owned by corporations.
Those are my words?
Well, you said great. I think the restaurant has lost a little bit of its appeal once they went corporate. We went in there just a week ago before a movie. As you mentioned, the Paseo has a movie theater there, and it's a real nice place to go in there and have a beer before you're getting ready to go into your movie. And we ordered chicken wings and crab cakes. The chicken wings are fine. I had to send the crab cakes back.
Really?
Yeah.
They messed up the crab cakes?
They messed up the crab cakes because I feel that is something beyond their pay scale. Crab cakes are a very difficult dish to make. When restaurants make crab cakes, they got to be good, and the ones at the Yard House I had to send back.
So are they frozen? Kind of just frozen things they throw in a...
Well, I went on the website before the show to do a little bit of investigation, and they said that everything is prepared daily at the Yard House, and I find that a little hard to believe because of the. Have you been there?
Of course. Yes.
Okay, so they have that onion ring tower. Everybody familiar with the onion ring tower? Pretty good. French fries are frozen. They're not freshly cut.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the crab cakes are how they make them or how they're prepared. But they're just that word that I always use, pedestrian.
Yeah.
They were just pedestrian to me. Yard House. I'll work with you. Let's figure out a new recipe for the crab cakes. But again, it's a place where I don't believe that you should go in there and order swordfish or crab cakes. You should stick to burgers, chicken wings, and appetizer food. That's what got them famous. And the beer.
What I wanted to say, you said, hey, Yard House, I'll work with you. And I know in the past, you have worked with restaurants on certain items on their menu and had them change it for the better. And one was the Mai Tai down at a certain restaurant.
And they did it.
And you got them to use the crushed ice.
Yeah, Come on, help me out here. In South Pasadena, the Canoe House.
Canoe House.
Maybe we'll go there after the show.
Hey, there, take the whole. Yeah. You got a special credit card right down there.
Oh, a very special credit card. It's one that I yeah. So the Canoe House definitely in South Pasadena. The owner is a friend of mine, Dave Yost, and had the Mai Tai. I said it was pretty good, but you got to have crushed ice, and to this day, they have crushed ice. No, again, if you're a fan of the Art House, and you are thinking, Peter, you're being too tough on them, I'm just talking about one item.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that maybe a crab cake is a little bit of a stretch for you guys to be making on a consistent daily basis. Chicken wings, hamburgers, salads, beer, that's your forte. Crab cakes.
So round it all, put it all together. Do you got a grade?
Put me on the spot. Put me on the spot.
Absolutely, that's the whole deal here. I want to know what's your deal. You already said it's Americana, so that's a big plus right there.
Yeah,
so maybe you better just leave it at that. Maybe you just leave it at that.
Leave it at that. If again, I think it's Americana. I think it's quintessential. I think if a tourist was coming into LA and they said, take me to your leader, take me to a restaurant that represents.
Yeah. Well,
I'd say the Art House.
Well, let me tell you something. This is what I think is real Americana. Okay? Listen up, okay? I gotta look at my notes here.
That's okay. I look at my notes all the time.
Top Island Seafood Restaurant in Alhambra. Okay? And they do dim sum. Dim sum. Eric
Chan is an expert on dim sum.
Yes, he is. He's been here many times, and he's here with us over here today. And I am not an expert. I'll be the first to tell you, and I'm not going to say I'm an expert, but I've been to a lot of different dim sum restaurants, and I find that this place is the bomb. And how I come to that conclusion, I was with two officials that are really, really into it.
Now, what do you mean officials?
Well, they really knew their dim sum.
Are they expatriates? That's the word. That's the politically correct word to use.
Expatriates, okay. Well, one was fatso and another one was...
Oh, those aren't expatriates.
Yeah, okay. But anyways...
those are chili cheese fries loving fools.
Look, I'll just tell you this. We went there, we ordered 15 items, of dim sum items. You know, and they come in the little steamer trays, and you know, you have the bun and the bao, and you know, all kinds of really good things. One of my favorites is the sticky rice, pork sticky rice. That is the bomb. You know, I love that. That's my favorite. A lot of stuff was just a little too much for me. It's kind of, I didn't see no fish eyes looking at me or anything like that.
Mike, where's it at? I'm sorry.
It's in Alhambra. It's down on Valley Boulevard in Alhambra. And I'm sorry, I didn't come out and say that at the very beginning. But we had 15 items. And the bill for the three of us for those 15 items was $34. How can you beat that?
As you would say, get out of town.
Yeah. Now, of course, we had some really good Chinese beer.
Okay.
And we each had a beer and had tea, and that brought up the bill a little more to, I believe it was like $50 by the time.
Sounds like a great value.
But it is a real deal. And again, that is Top Island Seafood in Alhambra on Valley. And I think you would like it. I would put that on a list to try. There's a lot of good places around, and I'm sure Mr. Chan over here is going to talk to me after the show about it.
Have you been to Top Island?
Maybe once or twice.
Once or twice, okay.
Right.
But we've been to a lot of good places together, and anyways, try it.
Okay, Top Island on Valley. One more question about it. Now, you said that you had two other people with you, and you had 15 dishes, 15 items. Was it enough on each plate to share?
We were stuffed. Yeah,
Okay.
because each when you order, it comes with like 3 or 4 pieces per plate. Some are 4 depending what the item is, and it's so we couldn't eat anymore. Let's put that. And that's for me to say something like that. That's yeah. You get what I'm saying here.
Mike Bing Lee.
Yeah, Bing Lee.
Hey, what about the service, and how do they bring you the dishes?
Service.
How do you pick the items?
Service
that you
is
want?
great, and I'm sure our crack editor Gene is going to show some pictures up here. I had basically, in case you don't know what dim sum is, they push the little carts around, and
because remember,
yeah,
you're pointing from the heart.
right, exactly.
You're pointing from the heart, right?
Pointing at your desire.
You're pointing at your desire, pointing at your heart.
and they push the little carts around, and the nice person says, you know, and rattles off some stuff that you don't even understand, but she said, you know, this, and he pulls
Do you have
that.
any jellyfish?
And, oh, man, I had this something, what was it, it's a pressed meat taro cake. And let me tell you something, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, this is so great. It was the nastiest stuff I ever tried. So, oh my goodness. No, it was like a warm gelatin with pieces of pork in it, and I'm like, oh God, get this stuff away from me. I almost said a few wrong words.
Before we go to break, there's a bunch of these videos that are going around now. And they've got these cholos that are eating American food, and Chinese food, people that are eating Southern food.
Yeah.
And I thought, and I talked to Eric.
You have any of them eating Chinese food or
no?
dim sum?
You and Eric. I asked Eric Chan what kind of food he could bring in here to Rocco's, and he said he could bring in some food that would smell up the joint so bad that everybody in the restaurant would want to leave.
Just bring one of them durian fruits in here. We would be banned from this place. That's the nastiest stuff. Oops, I almost said the bad word there. Nastiest stuff I ever tasted. Yeah. When I used to work at PCAC here, a little TV station in town here, there was this guy that was a videotape operator, and he was Thai, and he loved this durian fruit, and he'd bring this durian fruit in, and it would be made into his lunches, sandwiches, whatever. And at one point, they came in and it says, Mike, you got to come in here. We have a major gas leak in this building. And I says, gas leak? How can that be? This is an all-electric building. There's no gas in this building. And I came in and I'm like, well, there must be a major gas line running underneath this building because it was funky. And then my boss, Don, at the time, came out and he says, that's not a gas leak, that's Chat's lunch.
Oh,
and that's
Lordy.
the durian. The durian is some stinky stuff.
It's I go to my mom's house and she cooks up these frozen Brussels sprouts. Man, oh man, that is the smelliest stuff. Brussels sprouts, oh man, out of the frozen, ew, it's just nasty. But maybe we'll have to have a show that we do outside where Eric can bring us some nasty smelling food. But yeah, just like cheese.
Yeah.
Sometimes the nastiest smelling cheese is really good.
Yeah, and it ain't from under either, you know? It's like the little Italian delicatessens you go into. You know, the really good ones, you know, that have all the stuff.
Right.
You go in there like, what is that funk in here? Because they've got all that I don't know, what kind of cheese is that? Not Munster.
Nacho.
Nacho cheese?
Nacho cheese.
It's definitely not my cheese. I'm going to tell you that right now. Hey, but I know we need to go to break.
Yeah.
So you can watch.
Okay, go.
All right.
It's Peter Dills.
And I'm Mike Bingley.
And we call the show Straight Off the Menu. We're here at Rocco's Tavern every single Monday afternoon at 3 o'clock. You get to watch us live on the internet. And then we do, well, we don't. Gene does a little hocus pocus, edits the show, and we're back on
Charter 188 on Saturdays and Sundays at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I watched the show from my house on Sunday.
That's 3 o'clock in the morning, right?
No,
when nobody's watching?
No, everybody's watching.
No, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Saturdays and Sundays on Charter 188. And I will say this is Gene does a great job putting this thing together.
Yeah.
And you can see all the inserts and the
all
total
the
edited
websites
show.
and all the hours and all that kind of fun stuff. And we're getting better and better every single week. And we've got Gina now running the camera over here too. We do. We got 3 camera people now.
Yeah.
And we got the lovely Dean Lee over here.
That's because you got this budget going on, you know.
You know what the budget's called? It's called the bus budget.
Yeah, bus.
I leave you and I get on the bus and I leave.
You got another thing you want to talk about? You got another
You like
restaurant?
pizza?
I love pizza. What
Who
you got?
doesn't love pizza? Casa Bianca and Eagle Rock.
Casa Bianca and Eagle Rock. That's Colorado Boulevard, right?
Colorado and Eagle Rock. Officially Los Angeles.
They don't take credit cards. I know that.
You beat me to my...
Oh, I did. Oh, hey, okay. Well, what the hell? You got to start all over again now?
Let's start now. Yeah, they don't take credit cards, and they're not open on Sunday and Mondays.
But they do have an ATM machine.
Yeah.
So that helps.
Yeah.
Back in the old days when you got your American Express card out, you know, you were just like, the kitchen's back there, start washing. You know? So.
Casa Bianca, it is an institution. Any credible magazine or newspaper, LA Weekly, LA Times, Los Angeles Magazine, every critic has been to Casa Bianca.
And that's Eagle Rock, correct?
And it is Eagle Rock.
That's technically Los Angeles, excuse me.
Yes, technically Los Angeles. And it's been there for a long time. The family run business. And they say it's some of the best pizza in all of Los Angeles.
We'll get to the meat and potatoes. Do you like it? People are tired of hearing all this bullshit. They just want to hear that.
Well, they want to know where it is. If we don't tell them where the restaurant
we just
is,
said
they can't
it's
go.
Eagle Rock,
Where
Colorado
is it at?
Boulevard.
We're in Colorado Boulevard.
It's
Do they take
1616 Mockingbird Lane.
Do they take credit cards?
No.
And they have beer and wine.
They have beer. Go.
They have beer and wine. Casa Bianca. Went in there a couple weeks ago. Gosh, seems like we go out to eat a lot. Casa Bianca pizza, good.
Good.
Yeah, service was good. There was a small line of people when we got there, and I was a little nervous that we'd have to wait a little while. We didn't have to wait long at all. Maybe 5 or 10 minutes. We were seated immediately. The restaurant isn't that big, and for those of you who are watching the show, know they're probably half of our listeners are going, been there, done that. It's a good pizza. And help me out on this. It's thin crust pizza.
Yes.
And it's a little crunchy. What is the official?
It's thin crust. I don't
Thin
know.
crust and crunchy, huh?
I know, but it's good pizza.
It is good pizza.
Do you remember what kind of pizza you got?
Yeah, I got I know that I got a pepperoni
With
and
extra
sausage.
cheese, right?
Oh, I love that cheese. You know, when I do cheese, I gotta have that cheese.
When you do cheese, you really do cheese, don't you?
I can't do it that often.
You know, the lactose thing. I know, that's okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go there. But, have you had their lasagna, their chicken parmesan,
I haven't.
which is really good, I will tell you.
I haven't.
I know you haven't had it. That's why I had it.
No, tell me about it, because when I go to a pizza place like Tarantino's, Domenico's, Casa Bianca, Johnny's.
Buonacorso's.
Well, God, are they still around? No. But I'm a pizza kind of guy. I don't get to eat it that often, but it was good. Is it the world's best? No.
You would think so, by the line of people.
By the line of people. But
so,
interestingly enough, it's not that much bigger than Rocco's here. I mean, it's just not that much bigger, and that's I think that's kind of good when restaurants have a line of people. I know if I was an owner of a restaurant, I think it adds to a little bit of the cachet of a restaurant when there's a line of people waiting to get in.
So would you tell our viewers out there in TV land, to go to Rocco's?
To Rocco's? Or do you mean Casa Bianca?
No, to go to Rocco's.
Oh yeah, I like
and have a drink.
We're supposed to get some food.
No, and have a drink.
Yeah.
And then go to Casa Bianca.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Get one of Mike's famous mojitos.
Yeah.
And I know Steve, the bartender manager, is making us some food. I don't know if it's going to happen. We only have about 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
The holidays are here, Mike.
Yeah.
In fact, Christmas is coming up real quick.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I have time to give you my...
We'll get it in there.
All right.
Gene will work it in there.
All right.
You might have to cut that video out or something, but he'll work it out.
Some of the things that you want to do when you're talking with your relatives during the holidays.
Do tell.
Don't ask too many questions.
How many minutes we got, Gene?
3 minutes left.
Okay, we're good.
When it's the holidays, Christmas is coming up, and you're going to be talking to some people, some relatives that you haven't seen in a long time. Mm-hmm. Brother Bill.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Scout Pat, yeah.
Yeah, and Pat. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's best just to kind of keep things light. Mm-hmm. Not too many questions. Stay in the present. Don't bring about. There we go.
Oh, look.
All right, there we go. Stay in the present, Mike. It's the holidays. Don't talk about things from the past.
Ooh,
all right, what do we got here? Sizzling sausage. And we've got a garden pizza here at Rocco's.
Wow.
I told you I'd feed the crew today.
Wow. Shoot,
they do it right here.
Can you guys get a picture of this nice food here? You gonna get this?
You know what they do? They've got the, remember I think it was the first or second week we did it here. They brought out the sizzling shrimp for us. And this is, I'm going to say it right, sizzling sausage.
Huh. Well, let me see something here, Peter.
Well, thank you to
Yeah,
Rocco's.
this actually looks really good, And we were just talking about pizza and
yeah,
Casa
I'm going to let
Bianca.
you get in on there.
Yeah, so go ahead,
while
Peter.
I keep talking.
Run
Stay
off.
in the present.
Okay.
Oh, what else? We got a little pasta. All right. Oh, I see. We mix these two up.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Rocco's Tavern does it again.
Okay.
So we got the pasta. Of course, when you go to a Rocco's, you got to have the pizza, you got to have the pasta, and the sizzling sausage. And I see.
This is very good, and it's very healthy. You've got a lot of greens. You got the, the little tomatoes.
Can we get a close-up on Mike? I know Mike doesn't like close-ups, but I think we deserve a close-up on this one.
Yeah, I think this is all right. But that sausage looks real good there.
Wow. Yeah, we're gonna let you grease on everything. Grease. Remember that word grease? They don't say that anymore. Grease. Do you remember that? Come on. Let's go up to Bill's Chicken.
Hey, you know what?
Let's go up to Bill's Chicken and grease on some chicken wings.
Peter, we gotta wrap the show up.
All right.
Gene's giving me the wrap up.
Make sure when you go to your Christmas dinner, whoever these are, the people are that are hosting the party, bring a little something. Come on, bring a little something. Stop at Smart and Final.
Yeah.
Get some cognac or something. Bring it.
Yeah, there you go. Smart and Final.
Smart and Final. Bring something. And lastly, and not least, don't get drunk. That's what it says.
Hey.
It's what it says. Don't get drunk when you go to a Christmas party. It doesn't do you any good. All you do is feel bad the next day after you try to kiss the boss's wife.
I'm Mike Bingley.
And I must be Peter Dills. And we got to wish everybody happy holidays and a Merry Christmas.
And happy holidays to you, my friend.
All right. Hey.
Here, there you go.
Our seventh or eighth show.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And thank you to Dean and Gina and Gina and Dean and
That's Cosmos. Cosmopolitan.
All right, you guys, live from Rocco's Tavern.
Yeah, we're gone.
We're gone.
Thanks.
We're out of here.
Happy holidays.
But come back next week on Saturday at 3 p.m.